gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love I love goddamn, I love
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Tanisha, back with another topic to talk to you about. So, I know you read the thumbnail. So you want to know how to become a notary public. I know I yap about how to make money, how to have flexibility, but I never told you how to be a notary public. So we're going to dive into that. But let me just take a minute to shout out some Starbucks right here, y'all. Y'all see my cup? Y'all see my personal cup? I love this cup. But shout out to Starbucks because having a rewards program definitely pays off. I go to Starbucks basically every day. I do. But I also use my points, and I can say for at least 2 weeks, I don't pay for Starbucks. That's how many points I have. So thank you, Starbucks, for letting me use my points and let me get in this drink for free. And this is the blackberry lemonade. This is the new spring drink. I love it. It definitely gives me that spring and summer vibe. And every time you get any drink with Starbucks, it's 200 points. So that is not bad. But thank you, Starbucks, for having a point system and letting me get a drink for free. And thank you for my cup. This cup is beautiful. I love a nice reusable cup, and it's see-through, so you can see what's in it. That's important. Okay, so let's dive in. And this video is not sponsored by Starbucks, guys. I just want to let you guys know that I'm just a Starbucks girly. But let's dive in and let's go over how to become a notary public. All right, so I took notes. Yes, I'm an Apple girly too. I have all the products. And if you like my case, it's going to be linked below in my Amazon storefront. This is so cute. It makes you want to write more because it has the notebook cover over it. But I took some notes so we can go over how to become a notary public. Now, every state varies. It goes from state to state, but I'm just going to give you a little general of what you need to know so you can start making that money and you can start having the flexibility that you need so you can be living above waters. We don't need to be living under waters. We need to be living above waters, okay? And also, if you want copies of this free ebook, it will be posted in the link below. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my ebook. So the first step for how to become a notary public is you have to understand the role of a notary public. Yes. So you have to understand, what are we doing? People think, oh, we just we look at a paper and we stamp. No. We understand each document and we understand everything about what document needs to notarize, what document needs to have an oath. So we don't just look at it and be like, oh, okay, and stamp it. We are educated notaries, okay? We are very educated and we know what we got to do and we know what we can't do. So please, when we come to you, we know and we telling you what we think is best, okay? So sum up what I just said, is basically learning what it means to be a notary and the roles involved in the notary, which includes identifying the signer, watching the witness of the signatures, and also understanding the documents that you are signing. Now, the second way of how to become a notary public is doing your research for your state requirements. Remember what I said. Every state has its own requirements that you have to follow. So it goes by age, residency, and criminal history. You have to pay attention to those because every state has a different age limit. Some states is 16, some states is 18, and then criminal record is a big part in some states. And you have to understand that your residency, if you live in that state, if you do business in that state, you have to go by their guidelines of what you can and cannot do as a notary public, okay? The third way is to becoming a notary public is completing required training. Some states require you to have training. Some states require you to do a certain amount of hours before you become a notary public. So just be mindful of what your Secretary of State tells you to do, because it may not be the same for the next state and for the other state on the other side of you, okay? The next way, which is the fourth way for you to become a notary public, is pass an exam. Like I said, not every state has an exam. Some states have an exam, like New York. If you don't pass exam, you cannot be a notary public. Some states, they don't do exams. You just have to do training, okay? The fifth way is you got to submit an application. It's no word of mouth. It's no like, hey, I want to sign up. You got to do the paperwork. You have to do the paperwork. Is it a lot of paperwork? No. Some states is 2 pages. Some states is 1 pages. It varies, but you have to submit your application, okay? So after you submit your application for the states that don't have to take a test, you will purchase your notary bond and insurance. For the states that does have to take a test, you will just purchase bond and insurance if your state needs bond. Not every state needs bond, but all 50 states need insurance. So just be mindful of what your state is. Here in New York, we don't do bonds. We just do insurance, which is your errors and omissions, also known as E&O. Your E&O, is the AKA word, but it's called errors and omission. You have to have your errors and omission insurance. If you definitely going to do like the big boy signings, like the loan signings, they will not give you no signings if you don't have error and omission. And you have to have a certain limit to cover those high quality loan docs, okay? So just be mindful of what is required. And also just pay attention of what these companies is asking you to have when you do apply for loan signing appointments. After you do your bond and your errors and omissions insurance, the next step is going to be get your notary supplies. Now, notary supplies can be expensive if you buy all of them at once. And I don't advise you to do that. I advise you to get 1 stamp first, get some ink pads, and as you make money, you buy another stamp. So if you have 1 stamp, let me clear this up. If you have 1 stamp, I know I preach. You got to have multiple stamps. But if you buy everything at one time, you're spending close to $500 to $1,000. So here's the smart and right way to do it. You're going to get 1 stamp right now. And that's going to be a regular stamp. If you order your stamps from National Notary Association, also known as the NNA, you get 1 stamp with your package, right? So once you get that 1 stamp and you do at least 2 to 3 appointments, you put money to the side and then you'll get an additional stamp. Every appointment you do, you keep on putting money to the side. So you can have your 3, 4, 5 stamps. Like I have a regular size stamp. I have a slim stamp. I have my acknowledgement stamps. I have my embosser. So certain things you get, I say get it along the way because you're saving more money to get it and you're not depleting your savings. You're getting it little by little. You're getting it the best solution way to do it little by little instead of just doing it all at once. But if you got it, if your savings is there and you can pay for all the stamps at one time and make that money back, paying yourself back for everything you spent, go for it. Get all the stamps, get everything one time, and the money you make, you put it back to your pocket and you save some money, okay? The next step to becoming a notary, it's step 9. It is start marketing your services. So you market the best way and the correct way to do is while you're waiting for your stamps and you're waiting for everything to come to you, start marketing yourself right away. Yes, because if you start marketing yourself right away, by the time those stamps come, you already got appointments lined up. You already got your flyers going. You already got everything going. So this is what I tell my mentors, that when you're waiting for certain things, start applying, start putting yourself out there, start going here, start going there, because people are going to need a notary. They may not need you that day, but when they do need you, you're already prepared, you're already established, you already know who you are. You're not behind the ball wagon, you're in front of it, and you're already achieving all your appointments right away, okay? So that's what you have to do. You have to market yourself in everything. Go to all of these network events. Go to your local community event. Go to all your events that you go with your family, your kids, your spouses. Just say, hey, if you ever need a notary, I'm a notary now. Like, you have to break that ice. I know you're going to be shy. I know you're going to be nervous. You don't want to mess up. Don't worry. We all go through that. But you have to market yourself to be that one-stop shop notary for your area. And closed mouths don't get fed. So if you open your mouth and let everybody know you are a notary, a lot of people will call you in need. All the time they'll call you. And the last step of how to become a notary is establish good business practice. Now, let me go back to also me and my mentee, we basically do this a lot. So what I do with her is, one of my mentees, what I do with her is we practice like I'm the customer and she's the notary, what she is, and we do random notary appointments just for her to get the feel of how to ask for this, how to ask for ID, how to ask for a witness, how to fill out the witness information, how to put certain things in certain words, because she's getting comfortable filling out the venue, getting comfortable filling out an acknowledgement certificate, a jurat certificate, how to fill out loan docs, how to fill out power of attorneys, all the different estate plannings, how to fill out school documents. She's getting hands-on because I'm walking through her through every document that it can be done. But I also offer, if anybody wants to sit down and do a mock signing with me, I do offer mock signings. You can contact me with all my socials and we can sit down and do mock signings, because sometimes I'm a visual learner. You can tell me to do something, but I have to physically, and I have to see it and I have to do it. So that's how I learn. So I teach people the way I need to learn, and it helps because when they go to these appointments, they're not confused. They're not understanding everything. They understand what is going on and how to do it because of the training we do together. But if you like everything I spoke about, the 10 steps of how to become a notary, and you want to go back to everything I said, the link to the free ebook will be in the description below. And also check out all my descriptions below. I have my Amazon storefront so you can get all your supplies. And just check it out. If you like me, like and subscribe to this video and look out for more videos. Bye for now.